What's going on, everybody? It's AG here. Let's go and take an updated look at my G5 college football candidates power ranking. So this is essentially the teams still in G5 that I think still have a shot at making the college football playoff as that at-large bid. So the category is going to be favorites. So that is whoever is the favorite right now. Contenders, so the teams that are really close to passing the favorite. So you're telling me there's a chance. Those are teams that are not quite completely eliminated. And then better luck next year. I don't have anybody there right now, but as the weeks go by, if a team gets eliminated, I'll drop them right here. But let's go ahead and start in favorites. As of right now, it's got to be Boise. So the better Oregon looks, the better Boise State is going to look as long as they keep winning because they have that close loss to Oregon. Oregon just beat Ohio State. As of right now, there's probably no way, even with one of these other teams going undefeated, for them to catch Boise. It's going to be tough. The one scenario I would see is where Army and Navy, if they can dominate Notre Dame and win that game, because I think both of them, let me double check on this. I'm pretty sure both these teams play Notre Dame, which if is the case, I mean, that would definitely bolster your ranking. So Navy does play Notre Dame, and so does Army. So if, let's say both of those teams win that game, beat Notre Dame, and Notre Dame wins every other game, that win might be more impressive than a loss to Oregon. And then they would also play each other twice potentially, but the winner of that would look pretty impressive on the resume, I would say. But that is the only way somebody could catch Boise as of right now, I think, unless Boise just starts looking worse and worse. But looking at the contenders, Army and Navy, like I said, they have an opportunity here to go undefeated in conference play. As right now, they still are. So everybody in the contenders is undefeated. Boise has that one loss to Oregon, but the contenders right here are undefeated. Army and Navy, if they can run the gauntlet in the American Conference, let's say they both beat Notre Dame, that would set up pretty much a play-in game, I think, for both these teams in the AAC championship. Winner gets in, which would be a pretty entertaining football, and they would play again the next week, but that would be something to look forward to. So hopefully that happens. That would be pretty nice to see. Then Liberty, they're still undefeated. They've looked good so far. Kaidon Salter, Quinton Cooley, that running back and quarterback combo is deadly. We saw them make the Fiesta Bowl last year, kind of got ran out of the gym by Oregon, but Liberty should probably go undefeated. All right, and then so you're telling me there's a chance these teams all have one loss, minus one of these teams that has two losses. I'll talk about them, though. So you're telling me there's a chance North Texas. North Texas has only lost to Texas Tech. Now, they did get pretty handled, but, I mean, in reality, the better that Texas Tech looks, the better Texas Tech looks, the better that North Texas is going to look. Because really, if let's say Tech wins the Big 12, if your only loss, North Texas goes undefeated in conference play, their only loss to the Big 12 champion, that's a pretty good loss right there. I mean, that looks pretty good. Now, again, that doesn't look quite as good as what Boise has because that loss to Oregon, and as long as Oregon keeps winning, is going to be more impressive than anybody on this list. But if your only loss is to the Big 12 champ, you've got a shot at the end of the day, depending on what chaos ensues. Memphis, so they do have a loss to Navy, but let's say they went out in conference play, they would have a shot to revenge that game in the AAC championship. And then let's say they won that, all chaos breaks loose, they would pass them as well. UNLV, so they're actually getting the chance to play Boise State, and that's why they're still here. They have a close loss to Syracuse, but if they could beat Boise, that would easily bolster their ranking. Tulane, so they're the one with two losses here. They have lost to Kansas State and Oklahoma. Didn't get ran out, though, by either one of those teams. So Tulane, technically, if they were to compile wins over the other teams in the American Conference listed here, would look pretty good. And then Louisiana Monroe, they do have one loss pretty handily, but Texas did spank them. But again, if your only loss is to the number one team in the country, Texas handled Michigan and Oklahoma as well. So if Texas just destroys everybody, really that loss, even though it is a big amount, even a loss by 40 or 50 is going to look better and better if Texas keeps on pounding other teams like that as well. So as right now, those are the teams that I think still have a shot at making the college football playoff. And as right now, I'd say the favorite is Boise. But what would you change on this list? Is there anybody you would add or take off? Let me know. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.